I'm gonna take this large cut of meat that was meant to be broken down into steaks, and I'm gonna smoke it like a brisket. Is it better than a brisket? Stay tuned. All right, so I'm starting with a 15-pound Chuckey Roll from 1855. I gotta tell you, if you guys ever have the chance to get yourself some of this amazing 1855 beef, check them out. Their briskets are absolutely amazing. So let's dig into this Chuckey Roll. So anytime that you see a package from 1855 beef, if it's got the 1855 logo on it, it's gonna be upper 2/3 choice or better. The other thing I love about 1855 beef is that they use the finest quality Black Angus beef that money can buy. So if you guys are not familiar with the Chuckey Roll, this actually connects to your prime rib. In fact, on this end right here, you get a couple of really good steaks. They call these the Chuckey steaks, but unfortunately, you only get maybe 2-3 steaks out of this section right here. Now, if you guys are familiar with Denver steaks, those steaks actually come from this cut of meat, and the most popular cut of meat that comes from this are your chuck roast. There's also a really good steak that they call the Sierra steak that's a lot like a flap steak, makes amazing fajitas, but we are not gonna break this down. We're gonna smoke it whole, just like a brisket. So if you guys are new to my channel, I really love to smoke things like a brisket. I like to go against the grain. In fact, I was a pioneer of smoking many cuts of meat just like a brisket. For example, a tri-tip. I've even done a prime rib like a brisket. So I am not gonna be trimming anything off of this Chuckey Roll. Let's go ahead and season it up. I'm gonna start with a binder. Got some yellow mustard right here. And no, you will not taste the mustard once this is cooked. We're just using the mustard as a binder. That was a bottle, I swear. All right, I'm gonna start with a heavy coating of 16 mesh black pepper. Now this is a really large cut of meat, so do not be afraid to apply enough seasoning. I'm also going to be applying a good coating of this notorious PIG from PS Seasoning. Yes, this is a pork rub, but it is absolutely amazing on beef. Like I said, I like going against the grain. Make sure you apply a heavy coating as well. All right, so I'm going to toss this Chuckey Roll in my fridge for about 6 hours, and I'll see you guys later tonight. Stay tuned. All right, so it's 11:30 p.m. and I've got my Lone Star Grill's pellet smoker set at 215 degrees. Now, one thing you want to make sure, anytime that you're going to do an overnight cook, make sure your hopper is completely filled. Lucky enough for us, we've got a 40-pound hopper on this Lone Star Grill's pellet smoker. And as always, I'm going to fill up my hopper using these Smokin Pecan pellets. Now, these pellets are not made out of pecan wood. These pellets are made with 100% pecan shells, nothing else, no fillers, no binders, no artificial flavors, nothing but pecan shells themselves. All right, here we go. 40-pound hopper. We will not be running out of pellets. All right, let's load up our Chuckey Roll. Look at that, we got plenty of smoke already. Check out the seasoning, it's sweated in nicely. Check out all this beautiful smoke that you get by using these Smokin Pecan pellets. I gotta tell you, the folks at Smokin Pecan are not messing around. And I think Lone Star Grills has a little something to do with that as well. All right, so I'm gonna shut the door so we don't lose a ton of heat. All right, so these Chuckey Rolls don't have a ton of fat in them, and I don't want to dry it out. 215 degrees is a good, safe temperature. We will see you guys tomorrow morning. Stay tuned. All right, just like that, it's the very next morning, and our Chuckey Roll has been smoking for 8 hours. Let's take a look at it. Oh my goodness. All right, first of all, we're developing a really nice hard bark on the outside. That is looking really good. I want to get an internal temperature and see where we're at. Right smack in the middle. We're sitting at 146, 147 degrees. All right, so at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spritz our Chuckey Roll using apple cider vinegar and water, just to moisten up that surface and get some more smoke to stick. So I often get asked why I use apple cider vinegar and water, and I got to tell you, there's nothing better. It does moisten the surface, which allows more smoke to stick to the surface. It tenderizes the meat at the same time, and it also leaves behind a really good flavor. Nothing too overpowering. All right, so at this point, I'm just gonna let that bark continue to build. I'm thinking another 3 hours, and we'll wrap it up. Stay tuned. All right, and just like that, it's been another 3 hours. The internal temperature of our Chuckey Roll is 150 degrees, and look at that amazing bark. I'm gonna spray it down a little bit more with apple cider vinegar and water. That bark is looking absolutely amazing. Feels just like a brisket. Now I don't have any tallow, so I'm gonna use a little bit of butter. This is unsalted butter. This is 1 stick of butter. All right, so because this is a really thick piece of meat, I'm gonna have to wrap this up sideways, just like this. All right, back inside the smoker she goes. Now to be honest with you, at this point, you guys can toss this in the oven if you wanted to, but I've got the smoker fired up, so we're gonna finish it off inside the smoker. All right, so at this point, we just wanna get this Chuckey Roll really nice and tender. I'll bring you guys back and let you guys know how long it took and what the internal temperature was. Stay tuned. All right, so the Chuckey Roll is ready, and the total cook time was 14.5 hours, and I am not surprised because of how thick this cut of meat is. The other thing that I want to say is I forgot to mention to you guys, once I wrapped it in foil, I did crank the temperature on my smoker up to 250 degrees. The other thing that I want to mention is we had plans to go to a concert, and because this was taking such a very long time, I logged into my Fireboard app on my phone, and while I was at the concert, I lowered the temperature down to 160 degrees, and this was in my smoker at 160 degrees for 4 hours. Now the only downside, because I wasn't home to vent this to cool down, I just had to let it cool down gradually. So I hope it doesn't pull. Hopefully it's just like brisket and we can slice it. So let's open up this foil. It smells absolutely amazing. And I have not peeked whatsoever, as you can see. Oh man, the aroma is amazing. It's like Christmas. Oh baby, look at that. Nice dark bark. I am really surprised. We got plenty of juices to just pour over the top of this. Look at this. Look at that. All right, so check this out, guys. Does this look amazing or what? Looks almost like your brisket, but you can definitely see the muscle definition right here. And on this end right here, we've got 3 different muscles, and they are coming apart. It's really nice and tender. All right, let me turn this around and see if it'll slice. Oh man, it is tender. Here we go, guys. Will it slice? Oh yes. It's shredding. Don't get me wrong, but it will slice. Yeah, this is really tender. And this happened because we weren't able to open it and vent the foil. But we can get some slices. Look at that. Beautiful smoke ring. Oh man, this is really tender. I gotta tell you, the smoke ring on this Chuckey Roll is ridiculous. Look at this big old slice right here. It's like prime rib. But look at that, still really nice and juicy. The only thing left to do is to give it a taste. All right, I've got me a nice barky piece. Look at that. Does that look good or what? Again, really nice and juicy. Look at my gloves. Let's give it a taste. Again, it's really tender, a little bit more tender than I like, but let's see if this is better than brisket. So I wouldn't say this is better than brisket, but the flavor is amazing. Really nice and beefy, good smoky flavor, and that rub is absolutely amazing. All right, that second bite right there was delicious. I know I said, is it better than brisket? Probably not, but that second bite makes me want to question it. This is amazing. Let's give it one more try and see if this is better than brisket. All right, I might get kicked out of Texas for saying this, but this, in my opinion, does taste better than brisket. It's so beefy, juicy, and yes, you have that roast flavor, but it's really good, especially these bark ends. So if you're not a big fan of the moist part of the brisket, you have got to try this cook because it's really lean and it's got a little bit of fat, not overpowering. Again, for those of you guys that do not like the moist part of the brisket, give this cook a try. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this cook up an 8, and the reason for that is because I'm not able to slice it like a brisket. Now, if I was home and I had pulled it out of the smoker and I was able to vent it out and let it cool down and then hold it, that might be a different story. But because I wasn't here to vent that foil, to me it kind of overcooked a little bit. But again, the flavor is fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this is your first time to my channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Until next time, Joe with Smokin Joe's Pit BBQ. See ya.